Greetings and welcome to Mog News with your hosts, Mog, Mina, and Zakarn, bringing you new developments in the Final Fantasy XIV Real Reborn universe, along with their unique insights on the topics. Let's turn things over to our anchors and find out what they have in store for us today.
Good morning. It is Saturday, August 31st, and it looks like it's just me here today, Zach, your yakety host. So if you're not interested in hearing me talk to myself here for the next, 10-15 minutes or so, then feel free to tune out. But I figured it was about time that we covered some of the connectivity issues that we've been having with Final Fantasy XIV. I just didn't feel that we needed to cover it since everyone else was covering it and we didn't have any official information. I didn't want to just have a whine fest about not being able to connect because we've all had issues. There's been times where I've been sitting there next to my son who's logged in, and I'm getting the 1017 error. Not fun. But now we've actually got some official word from Yoshi P on this about what kind of things have been going on, what's led to the issues, and what they're trying to do to fix it. So one of the things he was saying is basically he didn't expect to have this much of a popularity right out the gate. Reading his post here, further details on access restrictions, he says that Realm Reborn recorded upwards of 218,000 concurrent connections. That means all at the same time. So that's pretty astounding. Apparently that's breaking MMO records right across the board. Nobody could have anticipated this. And with the expense of server infrastructure, it's kind of makes sense for them to underestimate the numbers than to overestimate the numbers. While this leads to a little bit of a hiccup and frustrations right out the gate, it's something that's easily alleviated, and as long as this is the only problem, then we should be fine. And that seems to be it. It's just the servers can't handle the amount of people who want to play, which is a good sign, right? If people weren't interested, then nobody'd be wanting to log in. One of the big reasons for not wanting to have too many servers right out the gate is because they're expensive to put into place. They're not a cheap thing to do. And if you end up having a whole bunch of worlds sitting there empty, then they're going to end up having to do world mergers, and then they're going to lose out on a lot of financial infrastructure that they could have put to better use later on. At least this way now they're like, okay, we do need more servers, a lot more servers. And they're going to be adding that in now to help alleviate a lot of the stress on the servers that we were having currently. One of the things that he put into place to help alleviate the stress on the servers is he has some login restrictions where people can't even get to the login screen or character creators. He's even had to shut down the servers several times over the early access weekend just to do quick fixes trying to get things running again. One of the reasons he has character creation restrictions in there too is because when you can't log into the game, you log into the lobby. So now the lobby gets overloaded and overstressed, and that starts to crash and have problems too. So to completely shut things down really was sort of a band-aid patch just to get things working once again. Now they are looking to add extra worlds. We even have an unofficial world list. I don't have it in front of me right now, but it looks like they're adding a good 15 to 20 more worlds and servers to the game. They have the infrastructure all set up. They have the programs installed. They're just doing some internal testing over this weekend here, and with any luck they'll have it all implemented and set up and good for us to go by Monday-ish. What he says here in conclusion is, thank you all for bearing with us for so long. We will be looking into different ways to reward our loyal fans and customers, such as an extension of the free trial period. Details on plans we have in the works will be announced shortly. So he doesn't have anything official yet. What he's saying, he does want to extend our free trial period to give us a bit more of a compensation, I guess. Unfortunately, there's nothing he can do about the time that's been lost. So people have taken, launch week off to play this game, and they've been unable to, and I can see the frustration in that. But unfortunately, there's no magic wand to take us back in time to give us that time back. All he can do is look forward to the future and try and give us something to help things out and to alleviate our frustrations. One thing I think that would go a little ways to helping this as well is to give us another free character transfer. it was just the North American servers and the EU servers that were down and having issues. All the Japanese servers were up and stable through this whole time. I know myself and a few other people have gone and created characters on the Japanese servers because we were actually able to at least play the game. And depending on how much you played and how hard you did it, you might have gotten a character fairly up there in levels, and now you don't want to just leave that character to go start a brand new one on another server. So it'd be really nice if you just gave us one more free character transfer, just to get those characters off those servers and onto ones that we are going to be playing more often, or something. I'm not sure exactly how he can do that, but he is looking into it. Yoshi is definitely dedicated to this game. Well, all that aside, it looks like the game is shaping up quite nicely. A lot of people are enjoying themselves. They're getting into the game now. There are still a few little restrictions, so not everybody can get in, especially at peak times. That seems to be the worst offender right now. But if you're not logging in at peak times, then you can have a generally good play experience. And it's just the logging in that's causing the issue. Once you're in the game runs smoothly. It's fun to play. People are enjoying themselves. It's just the servers that's causing the problem. Once we get that sorted out, things are going to be much better. Everyone's going to enjoy it. This is going to be a thing of the past, and we're going to be laughing about this in a couple of months. Well, hopefully not that long, but you know what I mean. It'll just be a thing of the past. It'll be a distant memory from a distant world. Going forward with Mog News here, we want to get an official channel for Mog News. We want to do up an email so people can contact us via email. And I'm also looking into getting things set up on iTunes as well. That way people can just have an audio version of this instead of having to load up on YouTube. Because I know that sucks up a lot more bandwidth than just downloading an audio file. So, please look forward to it. If anybody has any suggestions on that or how to do iTunes, I've never done that before. That'll be an adventure. Just let us know. All right. Well, thank you very much. And Mog News will hopefully be covering other sections and interests as well in the near future. We want to start covering things like character creator and the job system, explain that a little bit, delve into the crafting, and we just want it to be more of an informative thing for everybody. So please look forward to it. All right. I'll finally close it off. Thank you for listening, and we hope you have a wonderful evening, and happy gaming. This is Zakarn, signing off.
And this concludes our broadcasting day, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Risk Breakers, I wish to thank you all for joining us this evening, and we look forward to seeing you next time on Mog News.